Всім привіт! Сьогодні ми починаємо масштабне проходження другого Алана Вейка. І що хочу сказати, ми будемо проходити на найвищій складності, яка відкривається після першого проходження, а саме на кошмарі. Також ми будемо проходити на НГ+, що означає, що у нас буде істинна кінцівка, канонічна, так сказати, а також парочка додаткових деталей. Що ж, а ми починаємо. Я вам раджу налити собі кавусі і як слід укутатись у коцик. Приємного перегляду.
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope. We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral. A fictional poet once said, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night." It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
До речі, ви могли помітити, що коли на скуфа світять ліхтариками, він закривається, йому неприємно. Цей момент я вам раджу запам'ятати, потім він розкриється. А взагалі тут є багато таких моментів, які помічаєш тільки на друге проходження.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Жертви. Кожна жертва оголошена зниклою безвісти у 2010 році. Інших спільних рис немає. Метод вбивства. Деталі вбивств різняться. Єдине, що об'єднує трупи – здуття. Але причини смерті різні. У цьому випадку травма грудної клітки. Після смерті опинилися у воді?
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Дзеркальна вершина. Могутня гора вдалині. Не що інше, як дзеркальна вершина. Легендарне місце, звідки відкривається краєвид на озеро Колдрон. Під правильним кутом неймовірна краса природи відображатиметься на спокійній поверхні озера.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
I did not want to swap. No, sure not, Caitlin. Try it.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Відьмин ківш. Немає жодної загадки в тому, що озеро Колдрун названо в честь його форми – кольдери. Примітка – кальдера – заглиблення з рівним дном, що утворилися внаслідок провалу вершини вулкана. Втім, існує багато додаткових історій про це озеро. Про темний прохід у підземний світ. Або про відьму, чим казаном насправді було озеро. Легенда каже, що коли знаки уваги місцевого шерифа залишилися без відповіді, він звинуватив панів у тому, що вона зачарувала його. Її втопили, а її ківш випав і потрапив у дивне дерево під назвою «Відьмин ківш». Жінка повернулася, щоб помститися своїм кривдникам. Якщо вона не була відьмою раніше, то тепер нею стала. Вона вбила шерифа, втопила його в озері, потім вийняла його серце і поклала його в коробку. Завдяки серцю вона зможе викликати кривдника з озера, щоб мститися остаточно. Ну, принаймні так каже легенда.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table. Somehow it felt familiar. The straps, the heart, the mutilated corpse laying on the rain-soaked wood. Like deja vu. She chased the source of the feeling. Found nothing. None of the victims from her past cases resembled this one. It didn't feel like anything from her past. More like something from a dream. From a life she could barely remember. Maybe one that wasn't even hers. Then the feeling passed. Like a shadow in the trees shifting with the wind. Saga blinked, shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. Casey and the deputy were watching her. She had a feeling this would be an exciting case.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Ти не одна героїна. Героїчного тобі дня. Примітка. За знаходження частини рукопису в коробках для обіду Алекса Кейсі ми зможемо прокачувати нашу зброю. І в цьому проходженні ми знайдемо їх усі.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hey there.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. What a rich, bittersweet nectar. Give it a coffee.
Oh dear. Cute.
Good afternoon. Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Have a nice day.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page set to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
Get out of my house. Waiting for her. Inside. Waiting for her.
Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. We've only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
I can't force it open.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case, whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercedo won't roll over on the issues.
Примітка, у цій грі є такий collectibles, оті передвиборчі плакати. І якщо їх знайти всі, а ми це зробимо, гра назавжди нагородить цікавою сценкою.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Whoa.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do it to you.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
Примітка щодо ФБК. Навальний тут ні при чому. У світі Алана Вейка це така організація, яка була в грі Control. Ну, що говорить нам, що всі ігри Remedy відбуваються в одному сесеті. Записка щодо обслуговування. Наявні ознаки втручання. Сигнал було перенаправлено на передавач, який не належить нам. Я виправив помилку. Тепер будь-які сповіщення проходитимуть тільки нам, але такий інцидент безперечно викликає занепокоєння. Я зроблю звіт і відправлю його до слідчого відділу. Залишу це тут на випадок, якщо я не виправлятиму подібне наступного разу. Якщо ви читаєте це, перевірте, чи є ознаки втручання. Можливо, ми захочемо встановити більш надійний металевий кожух навколо, щоб єноти у лапках більше не могли дістатися туди. Стівен Лін, головний технік.
Let's get to the murder side, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found it. This fuse is busted.
П'ятниця. Сьогодні Міч сказала, що її сім'я переїжджає. От лайно. Вона навіть ще не знає, що подобається мені. Але яка тепер різниця? Вона сказала, що батьки хочуть піти на кращу роботу і привезти її до кращої школи у великому місті. Гадаю, це логічно. Хто ж захоче залишатися в добаному Брайтфолз? Неділя. Я сказав їй. Вона й пила. Спасибі. От лярва. Бісить. Понеділок. Знову втік минулої ночі. Пішов до великого будинку біля озера. Замість того, щоб просто дивитися здалеку, як завжди. Замість того, щоб просто сидіти, я, як завжди, до біса. У будь-якому випадку, там внизу щось коїться. Щось дивне. Треба дізнатися, що. Збереся повернутися туди завтра. З кращим спорядженням. Певен, що зможу потрапити всередину. Зробити кілька фотографій. Буде епічно.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Знаю, тут коїться суцільне божевілля. Але якщо тобі стане страшно, то пам'ятай, що Алан наглядає за нами.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Хатина відьми. Тут жила відьма озера Колдрон. Будьте обережні, її дух, можливо, і досі не залишив це місце.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Так, в цій грі дуже крива анімація закриття дверей.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadow cast. The third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
Так, оскільки це НГ+, у нас уже є вся зброя. Хтось скаже, що це буде легко тоді, але... Ну, на початку, можливо, правда, буде дещо легше, але... Не забувайте, що ми граємо на кошмарі. До речі, про криву анімацію дверей. Взагалі, гра багато в чому крива. Наприклад, тут не працює коректно хрестовина. Це так тупо. На увазі, коли в меню ти, от зараз, наприклад, тому інвентарі присаєшся, треба використовувати саме стіки, тому що якось хрестовина реалізована дуже криво. Вона інколи не щитує натискання, а інколи надто сильно щитує і перескакує клітинки. Ну це взагалі жахливо. Просто тут величезний дизлайк тій грі, тому що я люблю в іграх саме хрестовину використовувати. До речі, ви могли помітити, що тут предметом для збереження є термос з кавою, коли в тих же разиках печатна машинка. Це не просто так. Взагалі тут в цій грі багато де зображений якийсь такий пієтет до цього напою. Це тому, що фіни, вони робили цю гру, дуже люблять каву. І в відносному співвідношенні вони найбільші любителі кави у світі. Ви могли помітити, що я граю без інтерфейсу. Це не просто так, а щоб вам було приємніше дивитися. Взагалі я часто люблю грати саме без інтерфейсу, по мінімуму його включаю, тому що не хочу собі портити атмосферу.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle? I need to check the general store for the heart.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that.
Можливо, запитайте мене, що це щойно було? А от такий баг мені попався. Ось довелося загружати з минулого сейву. Це дивно, тому що... Як так? Пройшло вже стільки часу, патчі вже всі повиходили, вийшов навіть же NE+, і новий режим складності, на якому я зараз граю.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Ще пару слів про баги. Вони досі не пропали. Мені навіть одного разу довелося заходити в код гри і міняти там якесь значення. Отак відчути себе програмістом трішки. Тому що гра тупо софтлучилась і не давала мені пройти далі. Єдине, що тут гарно реалізовано, це FSR режим. Він реально збільшує FPS, і я більшу частину часу з ним саме грав.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Так, мене Doom Eternal навчив, що чим частіше ти міняєш зброю, тим краще і красивіше. Ще пару слів про FSR. Для цього проходження для вас я стараюся його не включати, грати без нього, щоб була максимально чітка картинка. Звісно, що YouTube і так це зіжмає, мінімум 30% пропадає якості відео, так що, повірте, гра ще красивіша, ніж те, що ви бачите на екрані. А на цьому місці був перший з 2 дробовиків, але ми вже його взяли, тому його тут немає.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They'd been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night, wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. Sounds literary, but what does it mean? I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Понеділок 03:09. Виявлено підозрілу активність. Польовому здалося, що він побачив, що щось ворушиться у кущах. Були знайдені сліди навколо, проте деякі з них затоптав польовий. Примітка для себе. Треба тренувати польового. Вівторок 04:09. Немає важливої інформації. Помічені тварини звичайні. Середа 05:09. Мисливці виходять після заходу сонця. Браконьєри? Було чутно кілька пострілів. Не наші. Треба стежити за цими людьми. Вони можуть знати більше, ніж очікують.
There's another lunchbox.
Пам'ятай, це просто поганий день, а не погане життя. Але якщо в тебе сьогодні хороший день, то забудь мої слова.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The writer went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
He'd been on the trail of the writer forever. The writer he despised. Hemingway, Bukowski, Wake. I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels, from the Dark City, into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something, a presence, rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The writer's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. Occultists lean close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd be caught, murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch up from the lake that was not the lake.
Trapped here. Who escaped? Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal.
Sent to find the light switch. You'll meet him later. Nightingale hunted Saga. A flood of darkness.
Shit. Run! Not yet.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
Not to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
In the dark, miles apart, made a promise that I'm coming out alive. Raging heart, went too far, myself again, alright. I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over, and now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times, feel waves I break. The nightmare's finally over, and now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Blinding lights, burning eyes. I can see myself and I don't need to hide. My foolish pride paid the price. I will never leave again, I'm by your side. I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over, and now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times, feel waves I break. The nightmare's finally over, and now I'm wide awake. 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 Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times, feel waves I break. The nightmare's finally over, and now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake.
Anders, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey? How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a heightened car.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
До речі, хотів вас попередити, що зараз буде секція з додатковими активностями, без сюжету. Так що я би вам рекомендував перемотати на півгодини вперед, під самий кінець цього відео. Але якщо вам цікаві додаткові активності, то не перемотуйте.
And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
До речі, це той самий олень з інтро.
A creepy twig sculpture? A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade. The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Пам'ятайте, вони схожі на нас, але тільки ззовні. Вони подібні до тварин. Наше завдання – зловити їх і випотрошити. І так, на локаціях ми зможемо знаходити ось такі схованки культу. І якщо знайти їх всі, нас гра винагородить. А ми це зробимо.
Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Back at Witch's Ladle, Saga pointed the flashlight at the strange, dark substance. The same substance Nightingale had left at the morgue. There was something hidden under it. She strained to see. The opposite of sunspots in her eyes. Blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance. A feedback loop, surging up her arm. Saga squeezed the flashlight, willing it to penetrate the dark matter. Burn it away.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Культ стежить за тобою. Просто зараз. Сьогоднішній улов. Жовтий окунь і середнього розміру щука. Ледь не піймав ту озерну форель, а лавна вислизнула. Перед світанком побачив у лісі туриста. Він мав бінокль, телескоп або щось таке. Робив нотатки, мене не побачив. Добре, не треба уваги. Сьогоднішній улов. Лише старий гумовий черевик. Навколо бродять місцеві диваки, як зазвичай уникав їх. Ніхто не помічає старого рибалку, навіть риба. Ех, розумію його, цього старого хікана.
There's something written here. A poem? Or a riddle? A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan. Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
Качка з річки йшла, гурт качок вела. 1 світило, 2 пітьма. 3 деруться, 4 боротьба. 5 болить, 6 усіх шкода. 7 кінець, бід череда. Ставимо ворону на сонце, бо тут вказано 1 світило.
Something feels different. I should look around. A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me.
Так, на локаціях можна знайти ось такі віршики.
That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
І ми постараємося вирішити їх усі. У нагороду за розгадання тих віршиків нам даватимуть такі талісмани. Це аналог колечок з Dark Souls. Тобто вони дають якісь пасивні ефекти нам. Великий і різноманітний біорегіон Тихоокеанського північного заходу простягається від Аляски до Британської Колумбії, Вашингтону, Орегона, аж до Каліфорнії. У цьому регіоні є 59 видів рослин і тварин, які перебувають під загрозою зникнення, включно із косатками та сірими вовками. Тихоокеанський північно-західний регіон має надзвичайно різноманітні екосистеми, а саме кілька гірських хребтів, такі як Каскадні та Олімпійські гори, а також густі ліси, численні острови на заході та пустельні плато на сході. Деякі з поширених видів диких тварин живуть у Тихоокеанському північному західному районі. Це вільшанки, чайки, білки, видри, пуми, олені, койоти, єноти, лосось, чаплі північні. На болотах і ставках, а також на прибережних і трав'янистих заболочних угіддях є різноманітна фауна, а такі дерева, як тополя бальзамічна, кан великолистий та ясен орегонський ростуть у вологій землі. Це справжній рай для любителів природи.
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location. And a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest. Two corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition. A haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub. Twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality, a blanket over it, where they all overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design.
«21:07. Порада дня. Коли природа кличе піти в похід, перевірте напрямок вітру, перш ніж діяти. Спостереження. Туристи обламали гілки кількох дерев біля озера, щоб розвести багаття, що незаконно. Я намагався усунути розподійну шкоду, обгородив територію, доведеться стежити за потенційними злочинцями. Може поставити ще таблички з інструкціями? Я також знайшов сліди, які не міг розпізнати у багнюці під чагарником. Досить великі. Росомаха? Чи сліди людини, які змазали? У будь-якому випадку вони блукали дивними, нелогічними стежками. Ще пошукаю подібні сліди. 24:07. Вірш дня. Сонце спить без турбот, наче діва, не знає бід людських чорнобрива. А люди тривожаться, люди не сплять. Теж хочуть спокою, хоч на хвилин 5. Спостереження. Занадто виснажена, щоб багато спостерігати далі. Робила звичайні обходи, зібрала купу сміття, залишеного туристами. Незважаючи на всі мої вказівки, вони смітять. Треба просто закрити весь цей парк. Люди поганці. 25:07. Думка дня. Колись кожна велична сосна була лише маленькою шишкою. Спостереження. Багато нових рослин у цій місцевості. Деякі саджанці, які посадила раніше, справді добре ростуть. Дощова погода сприяла рослинам. І я теж не проти цього, особливо коли маю цей затишний будиночок. Дивно, що може зробити з людиною гарний нічний відпочинок і горнятко теплого чаю.
Rest easy, buddy.
У цій грі є такий вид колектиблсу – голови оленів. І якщо їх зібрати всі, нас гра винагородить. І ми це зробимо. Ціль – дослідження ефектів зміни реальності, виявлених у районі озера Колдрон, які змінюють реальність на основі змісту у творів мистецтва. Методика. Співробітники ФБК планують провести низку експериментів із дитячими віршиками. Далі – вигадка. У спробі відтворити умови, у яких написане втілюється в реальність. Згідно з нашою гіпотезою, вигадка впливає на реальність двома шляхами. Вона або описує події, що відбувалися в дійсності, але невідомі автору. У такому разі творчий акт стає каталізатором подій минулого, які своєю чергою відіграють роль джерела натхнення. Або сама по собі ініціює події своєї часової лінії, використовуючи автора як провідника. У рамках нашого експерименту ми створюємо тексти дитячих віршиків, орієнтуючись на певні завдання. Далі використовуємо описані ляльки та символи з метою маніфестації, вигадки в реальність. З метою збору даних і виокремлення закономірностей заплановано випробувати низку комбінацій із ляльок, символів і віршиків. Залежно від результатів, методика буде скоригована. Полігони на озері Колдрон. Локація. Станція Відмолова. 2. Берег річки. 1. Будинок на озері Колдрон. 1. Пароль від ПК ми бачимо на стікері. Звіт про експерименти. Доктор Мармонт і доктор Мармон надсилає обіцяний звіт про перший етап серії експериментів. Як інвентар, ми використовували пластикові фігурки тварин, плюшевих ведмедиків, ляльки. Згідно з гіпотезою, архетипна природа цих об'єктів мала сприяти досягненню наших цілей. Результати експерименту – негативні. Я продовжу серію експериментів, використовуючи складніші об'єкти і сценарії. Проєкт «Дитячі віршики» – робоча назва. Отримав ваш позитивний відгук на мою пропозицію. Дякую. Гадаю, не варто їй нагадувати, що мій академічний та особистий інтерес до міфології, фольклору та літератури чудово доповнить проєкт, а я ідеально підходжу на роль його голови і організатора експериментів. Доктор Юджин Кемпбелл, доктор наук, провідний дослідник, відділ парафіктивних досліджень.
Another one of those rhymes.
Відважна героїня з дому пішла, щоби зло подолати, а з лісу до неї халепа прийшла. Вовк вийшов їжу шукати, з'їв усе, що знайшов у будинку малому, тож героїня втратила найцінніше у світі цілому. Вовка ставимо на дерево, а на кораблик героя.
I have a weird feeling something's changed. What is this? Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Another charm for my bracelet.
До речі, тут деякі з амулетів дають не пасивні ефекти, а рятують від смерті. Тобто, коли здоров'я опускається до критичної відмітки, воно відновлюється повністю. І я думав, що всі амулети на НГ+, будуть такими. Але ні, вони просто дублюються, і це для мене дуже дивно. Який сенс тоді вирішувати ті віршики? Ну, я їх все одно вирішу, щоб показати вам, але сенсу в цьому мало, насправді.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Звісно, ти обов'язково переможеш, інакше ти б не була героїною. Ясно же.
There's a rhyme over here.
У гнізді ворона мати сидить, своїх малюків охороняє, робить усе, щоб дім захистить від звіра, який поїсти бажає, і лишень серце хоробре зупинить щось недобре. Ворону ставимо на пташку, героя на серце і вовка на хатинку.
Makes sense.
Children in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods, Satanists chanting, "We watch in the night," as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element: danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
Гості Мір'ям і Мет. Дякую за чудовий похід. Паті приїхала з Нью-Йорку, і мені сподобалася кожна хвилина подорожі. Лорі та Боб. Ці стежки бачили кращих туристів. Кев. Чудові краєвиди. Містер Локхарт. Можна запропонувати додати кілька зупинок для відпочинку по дорозі? Правила кемпінгу. Від вашого дружнього рейнджера парку. Можна вирушати похід і насолоджуватись краєвидом. Встановити намет, смачно поїсти, відпочити. Не можна рубати дерева, залишати сміття, дуже голосно себе поводити, спричиняти лісові пожежі. Тож, розважайтесь. Так, навіть на кошмарі профіцит аптечок.
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
До речі, я 2 рази ухилявся від цього вовка, навіть спиною. І це насправді скілово.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Я глянула вниз на воду. Місячне світло затанцювало над хвильками, немов мерехтливий оркестр, що крокує над поверхнею озера. Я обняла себе, щоб захиститися від холоду і самотності. Я зітхнула і подумала про нього. Потім вода замерла, і переді мною виник його примарний образ. В озері відбилася його посмішка. Я підняла погляд, не сміючи повірити своєму щастю, але він дійсно стояв переді мною. Любов моя, мій рятівник, мій письменник. Так, сегмент з сайт-активностями закінчився, і тепер повертаємось до сюжету.
You ready to go?
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
Що ж, а це кінець першої частини. У наступній нам покажуть, що в цей момент відбувалося в історії за Алана. Тож, до зустрічі.